passing by, surrounded by all those butterflies. Suddenly they flew right in my heart. Must have looked like a living piece of art. From that moment I knew that it would be you. Yeah, from that moment I knew it could only be you. I wrote your name up on my wall, circled in an arrow heart. Somehow you made me feel whole.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are finally back at the channel after my really long break. I'm back with another build in Willow Creek for you all on the 50 by 50 size lot for the Let's Build Willow Creek series that has been running on the channel. So yay, it's so nice to be back, and I'm so excited to show you all what I've been working on these I think like 6 or 7 weeks that I was offline. I have been building, and I'm really happy to show you all what I created. So like I said, this is the 50 by 50 size lot in Willow Creek, the largest lot that is in that world. And of course I wanted to make a kind of a statement piece, a very just large and impressive mansion, but still very fitting with the neighborhood and the style of houses that I've been doing for all of the other lots. So if you haven't seen the other builds for this world, I will link the playlist here up in the screen so that you can check it out. It's a really nice little world that it's becoming. I'm really in love with Willow Creek. So yeah, as you can see, I decided to build on a diagonal because why not make it a little bit more interesting? I thought let's give myself a little bit of a challenge, because a normal straight house is something that I always do, but diagonals I have done a few, but I don't think I've done enough. So that is what we are doing today. We're building a diagonal manor for Willow Creek, and this house is gonna have 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, an office, a gym, a sauna, an area for entertaining, for watching, not really a cinema, but there is a place for the kids to watch movies, to play beer pong or just normal pong, I don't know. There is also what else? There's a greenhouse at the side of the house, so there's enough for your sim to do in this home, which I really do like. So here, this is just me trying to decide what windows I wanted to use for this home. And I think I'm really utilizing the windows and doors from Strangerville. Those are my favorite windows and doors for traditional homes, and I think I use them a lot in this build. Because they just really looked good. So here adding in another section because the house was looking a little bit too small in my opinion. So I thought like let's make a side section here, and I'm gonna turn that section into a greenhouse. I love adding greenhouses. They look just so good, and I love using them because the flower arranging and also just doing gardening and such is one of my favorite things in The Sims to do, especially when we've gotten that overhaul, when seasons came out. It just made everything so much better. So yeah, here adding in a little greenhouse. It's just up on the hill, and this house is actually a 3-story home, so you only see 2 stories from the front, but it is a 3-story home, and you can see the 3 stories from the back. You can actually walk out of the like the basement level really and enter the garden space. I add in like a Zen area where you can do yoga and meditating, and also an area for playing chess. So yeah, a very nice little area on the backyard section. I do have to say the backyard isn't that large because we have so much landscaping going on the front of the house that the backyard kind of was cramped, but I feel that it's enough. It's enough. I imagine my Sims using the front yard as well, because we have this very large pond here in the front of the garden where you can fish. You can also swim here if you want to. I also add in a jungle gym or a monkey bars at the front for the kids to play with. So I do see them utilize the entire lot, the front and the backyard. So I don't feel that there's any space that is like not usable, which is awesome. So yeah, here working on the pond, or yeah, it's called a pond. Yeah, I think a pond or a vijver in the front of the yard. I just really like adding those water features in my gardens. They just look so good. And then here, starting out with the backyard patio area. So yeah, trying to decide the shape of the house. And this is one of the parts that I find the hardest when I'm building houses. Usually I do know what the front of a house is gonna look like. I have a clear vision. But then when I have to go to the back of the house, I'm like, how can I make this work without it looking weird, so that it's like consistent with the front, but definitely not a copy of the front, because I hate that. I hate when the front of the house and the back of the house look like really similar. I like that there is a different kind of vibe going on, but still that it feels like they belong together. And I do think when you turn around this mansion, so when you look at the front of the mansion and you turn your camera around and you go to the back of the mansion, I think it's a little bit of a surprise element, because you don't imagine that it would look like this, but it feels like it does belong there, which is awesome. So here, adding in the swimming pool, also adding in a large deck, of course. I think a large deck is really something you need in The Sims, and also in, regular homes. And then here I added in that third area where you can actually walk out of the basement. So I will be lowering that terrain a little bit, so that you can walk out of that section. There will be large glass windows and the sliding doors there from Island Living. I will be utilizing those. So yeah, it's gonna look really nice. So I do have to talk a little bit about the upcoming new pack. I don't know if you probably already know. It's like a really big thing, but yeah, there is a new expansion pack coming your way really soon. It's called Eco Lifestyle, from The Sims, of course. I mean, which game am I playing? No, but yeah, there is a new pack coming. It's called Eco Lifestyle. I actually was at the live stream on Twitch. So I was watching it with a lot of people that night, and I actually didn't know anything from that pack because I haven't been really going on social media, and I wasn't working on videos, so I didn't really know any rumors or anything that was gonna come in the pack. So I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, I did knew that there was an eco pack coming, and from the trailers that we saw, I was already hyped because solar panels, wind turbines, and then also a an opportunity to actually collect rainwater. That is just something that I absolutely loved right from the beginning when we saw the first teaser trailers and such. So I was already hyped, but then we saw the live stream and I almost fainted. It was so good. I love that we're getting firefighters back again. It is such a really big deal. They just make the game for me a bit more fun. It's just a fun little thing that they added. Hopefully there will be burglars at some point in the future, because adding those NPCs in would make it even better for me. But yeah, really hyped about firefighters. Also that there is like flammable floors and such, which makes it so much more interesting in the game. And of course, all of the things that you can do with the eco pack has got me hyped as well. There's like canning, you can make fizzy drinks, you can recycle, and oh my gosh, the community lot that you can actually vote for and that can change. I just think it's an amazing concept, and I cannot wait to get my hands on that pack and play with it. It's gonna be so much fun. So I do think I'm gonna get early access, like a few days before the pack releases on, I think, the June 5th. So I did take a few days off so that I can actually create some content for you all, because I am back to work. IKEA opened their doors 2 weeks ago. It's been such a roller coaster ride working with all of the pandemic stuff going on. Very interesting to see how everyone reacts differently to the pandemic. It just really makes my working day very interesting, I have to say. All the clients are very different. Some are very understanding, some are not. But, we have to work with our company policy. So not everyone understands that, which is kind of annoying, because that makes my life very annoying sometimes, to always have these discussions with clients. But overall, working has been good. It has been good. I actually did miss it. When I got the call that we were opening up again, I was like, oh no, there goes my free time with my kids, because I actually was very much enjoying it, to be home with the kids, doing their homework with them, and just really have this quality time. So having to be pulled out of that again and start working was a bit weird. And I was very hesitating because I also was a bit scared. But being back, it actually feels really good. I'm happy to be working again. And it's actually, it's good. It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. We are very well protected. I work behind a plexiglass, in a plexiglass box. So I'm really protected. So I don't feel unsafe whatsoever. I'm working again. And it has been good. So also a reason why I didn't upload anything and I took a little break, because I did feel that I needed to focus all my time that I was at home at my kids and work with them, with their homework, with their homeschooling and such. It actually took me quite a while to, get like a rhythm in that. And I just really wanted to be there for them. So that's why I haven't been uploading. And I also was working on my garden. If you were following me on Twitter and a little bit on Instagram, you saw some pictures coming by from me working in my garden. I actually have my garden shed up, which is amazing. And we have newly laid grass and such. So I've done a lot of work in real life. And I really did enjoy just this downtime from taking videos, but I'm back now with you all, and so hopefully you all are gonna enjoy my videos again. So as you can see, this is the kitchen. And I really love the shape of this kitchen. It has such a really interesting shape. I love the round island that I created there. It looks so nice. I don't usually do round islands, so this is definitely something a little bit new, but I think for the space it looked amazing. And I love that the family dining table is in that little nook with all of the windows. It feels like you're just dining in nature, which is so good. Also added in a full-on bathroom with laundry here on the first floor. So this is like the main bathroom of the house, where we do laundry, where guests go and maybe shower after a, dip in the swimming pool, or maybe just pee or poop or whatever you can do in a bathroom. But this is the main bathroom, and I think the only bathroom that I actually show within this video. So all of the other bathrooms, yes, there are more bathrooms. There are actually 5 bathrooms, but I only show one in detail because bathrooms are kind of boring. But for this bathroom, I did use the magic wallpaper. So this is the wallpaper from Practical Magic. Is that how the bag is called? Making Magic? No, I don't know. anyways, we have some kind of magic pack, and this is the wallpaper that came with it, and it's actually a really nice wallpaper. It looks really good in the bathroom, and it reminds me of the wallpaper and tiling that my grandmother used to have in her bathroom. So it really felt very fitting for this home, because as you can see, it's a very traditional home on the outside and also on the inside. I'm really going full on traditional because I do feel that it fits in with this neighborhood. So for like Oasis Springs, I had this feeling that it was more of a modern type of vibe going on there. But for Willow Creek, I feel everything is definitely more traditional looking, and that's why I do all these type of traditional houses for this save file. I do have like a modern villa on the 30 by 40 that is next to this build. That was like I think the second build I ever did for this save file, but I don't know if I want to keep that or maybe make something different, because looking back at the build, and some people already commented on that, like they didn't really feel that it fitted in. And going back to that, I also feel like that build doesn't really fit in anymore with my vision. I will link that video here up in the screen for the people who haven't seen that speed build. I think I recorded it like 2 years ago. But yeah, I will link it up here. You can check it out. And please give me your feedback if I should keep that house or maybe make something different. Still in like a bit more of a modern vibe, but maybe mix modern and traditional together. I would love to hear your feedback about that villa because I'm really torn about it. So yeah, link up here in the little, I think an eye or something. You can press on that and you can watch the video there. So yeah, anyways, doing the front of the house, added in a little seating area, and I love the area where you walk inside of the house, so like the hallway section. The hallway is so grand and large. There's even a bar in there. It's so much fun. And then here I am creating the living room. So the wallpaper of the living room is gonna change. At first I thought I wanted to do something a bit more darker here, but I felt that the wallpaper that I'm using doesn't really fit in with the entire feel of this build. So I do change that, also adding in a jungle gym or monkey bars for the kids to play with. There was just a little bit of space here that was kind of weird looking, and I felt that there needed to be something more here. So I decided to do like monkey bars and yeah, just a fun place for the kids to play with. And then here landscaping it a little bit so that it feels like, the landscaper actually did take their time and think about where they should place a play area. But yeah, I really like how this is looking. Definitely a lot of work into the landscaping. I do have to say that I think I spent overall 8 hours on this build, and like 3 hours was just landscaping. So much time went into that, and then I think 2 hours was just detailing the house and making sure that every little aspect was good, and then of course furnishing and stuff like that. So here back in the living room, you can see I went with a bit more of a toned down neutral paneling. There's a play area for the kids, a large sofa for the Sims to watch television, and also added in a little nook to sit. And then we have a double door there in the corner that leads into the greenhouse. And in the greenhouse I do add like a flower arranging table and planters for growing crops and stuff like that. So you can use the greenhouse for that. I also added in a office area, and the office is downstairs off of the entryway. I always like to add my offices there because I always imagine my Sims when they have an office to maybe have clients come over, if that is the sort of job that you're doing, and then they don't need to go through the house. That is also always my mindset, to have the office close to the entryway, but not always. Sometimes I place them more off the back of the house with an opening to the garden. So yeah, but this time I made it more at the front of the house. So here we are at the backyard. I'm adding in the chess table. I also added in a yoga mat and a meditating stool. So you can do those activities here on the ground level. And then on the upper level, we have the swimming pool and also an area where your Sims can sit and eat dinner, just relaxed basically. So this is the basement of the house, or like ground zero, the zero level, the basement level. And I imagine that the children would use this space the most. So there's an area for watching television here. I can definitely see them watching movies together. There's a ping pong table or a beer pong or whatever. I also added in a keg because there is a teenager living here. There is a teenager bedroom, and I do imagine him or her just taking their friends home and having a good time here in the basement. There's a fireplace where I think mom and dad would probably sit when the kids are playing. They maybe sit here and drink a cup of coffee and just enjoy quality time together. And I really like that fireplace that came with, I think, Discover University. I definitely know that I don't use it enough. I also add in a spa area with a sauna. And there's also a gym area as well, because this house is so large. There are 3 stories, and I thought, why not do a fitness area here instead of another bedroom, because there are already 5 bedrooms, and I felt that that was enough. If you do need more bedrooms, you can convert this into a bedroom, or maybe just remove this entire seating area there, with a very large space, and make a bedroom there. There's just so much space for you to customize and add in more bedrooms if you want to. But for me, I found that 5 bedrooms were plenty. So on this level, there is a bedroom. So that is the area next to the gym. There's a bedroom that is connected to the swimming pool, and there are windows looking into the swimming pool. And that bedroom, this one right here, is more of a guest bedroom. That is how I set it up. I mean, you can also use it as a master if you want to, but there's also a master bedroom upstairs. So there are 2 masters in this home. And for me, I thought maybe this is like a guest bedroom for the grandparents. They can stay here, or maybe, other family members. It's a very large and spacious bedroom. There's a own private little seating area, which I love. There's a own little ensuite bathroom. So I think this is perfect for grandma and grandpa or the in-laws to just come here and sleep when they are visiting. So that is really nice. And keeping with the same style as the entire house, very traditional looking, a little bit old-fashioned, definitely a bit more old-fashioned than the entire home, because this is a guest bedroom. And I don't feel that they updated that too much, because they don't really use it that often, maybe once or twice a year. Also adding in the Girl Scout board there, because I really like using that. And then here jumping into the final, how do you call it? The final level. So this is where all of the bedrooms are that I think the family will use the most, especially when you have small children. You would like to have the master on the same level. That is just something that I think is very handy. So this is the kids bedroom, going very pink, of course. It's just something that I love to do. I love making pink girly bedrooms. I do know that a lot of people don't really like that, which I'm so sorry. It's just something that I really like to do. So usually my girl pit bedrooms are pink, but I am trying to tone that down a little bit. I have done a few builds with like neutral bedrooms, and even with like a very colorful rainbow bedrooms. But for this bedroom, I really felt the pink vibe. And I think this is one of my favorite bedrooms as well. I did went all out with the toys and the clutter, and I really tried to make this bedroom very lived in. And that's why I'm also showing the complete footage of me creating this bedroom. So I added in a crafting table, also an object that I love to use when I'm playing. My kids are always crafting. There's also this, I don't know, what is it, like a toy toy bin that came with parenthood. I'm adding in a desk for doing homework. So yeah, lots of things for your kid to play with, and just enough activities for your sim to use this bedroom. So I really do like how this one turned out. I actually don't know, are there new beds with the new expansion pack? I think there was like a really nice looking toddler bed. If I have that correct, I actually haven't looked at any early access videos from my other fellow game changers yet, because I want to be surprised when the pack releases. I mean, I did watch the live stream, so I do know a lot of the things that are coming, but I didn't want to know everything in detail because I like to explore these packs, for myself, and watching someone do like a let's play on it or watch the build buy overview kind of ruins the experience for me. I'm awful. But yeah, I haven't watched any, but I did saw a few. I think in the live stream, I saw a kid's toddler bed come by. Was it in the live stream or it was a picture on Twitter? Because there are a lot of pictures on Twitter coming by, which I just cannot ignore. And it was a really nice looking toddler bed. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm curious if there are more things to do for kids in the pack. I mean, can the kids garden? I don't know. I'm hoping so. Or just other things that they can do. Maybe they can recycle, but I do hope that the kids can actively participate in something that is very eco-living-y, eco-friendly for them to do. I'm hoping that there is. So yeah, I'm actually really, really excited about the new upcoming pack. Let me know, are you guys so excited as I am? I'm definitely excited for the free update that is coming. I think I'm even more excited about that because in the free update that we're actually getting free placeable windows and doors. So you can actually place your windows and doors off the grid. I mean, that is such a game changer for me as a builder because now I don't have to worry about counting tiles, making sure the doors fit and such. And also it can make some houses even more realistic because I do love to take a house from Google Images and just recreate it in my game. That is something that I love to do, but because of the placement of windows and doors, you can't always make a house look accurate and the same. So I'm really happy that we can do that, and hopefully the next step would be half tile walls. I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna get that, but I mean, half tile walls would be awesome as well because now you need to drag like a full tile for one wall. One wall is one tile, and it would have been really awesome if maybe in the future we can make half tile walls. So, it's a wall, but a half a tile long. So I don't know, it just makes building even more fun because then you can really recreate homes picture perfect from Google Image or real life homes or my house, because I've actually recreated my house in The Sims. I should probably make that video because I actually did record me creating that house, and it actually was a bit larger than my house is in real life because of this full tile wall placement that I needed to do. So yeah, half tiles would be amazing, but I'm so happy with the free placing windows and doors. And also firefighters is, I think, in the free update. Don't quote me, but I think that did came in the free update. If I have that correct, I wish I had dang it, I wished I wrote it down. But I think firefighters are free. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, and also there will be apartments in that in the new world, which also gets me really excited because the new apartments actually change throughout your gameplay, which I love because sometimes the apartments look really boring. In city living, I always find playing there sometimes a bit boring because everything looks the same. So I love that the apartments change throughout your gameplay. So how eco-friendly you are, how nicer the apartments are gonna become out of in the Mona on the exterior. So I love that. So I think there are like 4 apartments, 2 apartment blocks with each 2 apartments in there. I should probably do a few renovations because I did do a lot of apartment renovations back in the day with custom content, and then I just stopped because I got bored, to be honest. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm doing a few more apartment renovations, maybe with custom content, maybe without, don't know for sure, but that's definitely did cross my mind when I was looking at the live stream. But yeah, very excited about apartments being there. And I think in total with the apartments, there would be like 15 lots to build on, which is amazing. The only thing that I was very disappointed in this pack is the largest lot was like a 30 by 40 or like a 50 by 40. Anyways, no larger than no 50 by 50s. Definitely no 50 by 50 lot and definitely no 64 by 64 or larger. And that really just made me sad because you all know I've been pleading, hoping, praying for larger lots for such a long time now. I love creating mansions, and a lot of real life mansions don't fit the 64 by 64. It's just too small, especially if you want to include all of the landscaping that comes with these mansions. It just doesn't fit. So I was hoping that whatever pack that they were gonna release this year would have been with larger lots, but sadly they're not in there. So that is a hope and a dream that I'm shoving away again, and hopefully with a upcoming expansion pack maybe next year or at the end of the year there will be larger lots because I'm not ready to give up on that dream yet. Although probably they're never gonna give us larger lots because of performance issues. I think 64 by 64 is the largest that they are gonna give us, but still I will be hoping because you never know. You never know. Anyways, this bedroom right here is the teen bedroom. I went with very neutral colors. I did add like a makeup station right there, not usable, it's all decorational. I didn't want to use the vanity from what is that pack called again? Like Vintage Glamour. I didn't want to use that vanity because I'm actually bored of the vanity. I'm bored of it. There's like only 2 vanities in the entire game. And there's even this like really how do you call it? This really kind of, I don't know, vintage glamour looking one or a very old school looking one. There's no modern one or like a small one. I find them a bit too large as well. So yeah, I'm kind of bored with the vanities in game. I don't think we're getting new vanities soon, but I'm hoping that they will at some point because only 2 is just not enough for me. So yeah, that's why I just made a custom one because it looked really cute. So here we are in the master bedroom. So the master bedroom is very spacious. It has its own little balcony, which I love. There's also an area for mom and dad to retreat, watch a movie together, which I think is awesome. That is also something that I have been doing with my husband a lot. We've been binge watching a lot of series on Netflix. I mean, like the entire world through this pandemic. But yeah, that was our quality time. We watched a series or a movie every day. And my husband actually didn't stop working. So through the entire pandemic, he stayed at work because he actually has a job that is necessary. So he works with chemicals, and also with oxygen and stuff, and definitely stuff that they needed in the hospitals. So he actually stayed working, which was good for us because bills still came. So weird. It's like a pandemic. We all needed to stop working, but I still needed to pay my bills, which was really hard the last few weeks. So that's also the reason that I'm very happy to be back working again, because yes, we do have like a social security system. So I did get paid throughout being home, but definitely not the amount that I was used to, like only 70% of my paycheck I received, which I'm very grateful for, but sadly it wasn't enough to cover all our bills. So it was kind of hectic, and all of our saving actually went in the pandemic. So, we're at zero again. So very happy to be working and to saving up again, and, hopefully some better times. So yeah. We've been watching a lot of Netflix and chilling. Anyways, we're almost finished with the entire build. I'm hoping that you all enjoyed the voiceover, the video. So happy to be back and to be talking to you again, it's good to be back. So I also added in some vines at the very end of the video, of the build. I was like, we are missing something at the exterior. It's looking a bit bland and boring, and it doesn't feel right with the mood that I'm setting. So I added in these vines and such to make it a little bit overgrown, and it definitely adds with this old kind of feeling that I was going for. So I love that. And then here inside of the greenhouse, adding in the planters, some beehives, of course. And then when eco living drops, you can maybe swap those beehives with like the bug farms that we're getting. I'm really interested in those because I saw that you can raise them, nourish them, and then you can eat them. I mean, how much fun is that? Eating bugs and such. I think that is really fun. Definitely something that I've been interested in for a long time. I have dabbled in eating and mealworms. I don't know how you call them in English, but I have eaten those and they actually taste really good. So I've always been interested in eating eating ants and not ants. Oh my god, the crickets? Are those crickets? I don't know. Bugs. All types of bugs. I find it really interesting, and it's just fun that I added it into the new expansion pack. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this voiceover. Here we are into the screenshots so you can see all of the rooms. There will be a house tour, by the way, very late in the video, but yes, there will be a house tour coming up this week, touring this house. So if you feel like that you didn't see everything, don't worry. We will be touring all of the rooms so you can see everything in depth and see for yourself if you want to download this from the gallery. And it's on the gallery. So yeah, that's it. So I'm hoping that you all are having an awesome day wherever you are. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't and hit the notification bell so that you would never ever miss a video of mine. So that's it, you all. Bye bye.